Okay, let me just ask you a question here. What kind of girl would a potato date? Anybody has any questions? Hands up. What kind of potato what kind of girlfriend does a potato date? No?
A rich one.
A rich one? Close, quite close. That's what happens when we find our husbands, girls, right? We like our husbands the way we like chocolate, no? No, but then get back to the potato. Almost, pretty close.
Kirby.
Hey?
Kirby.
Kirby? Oh, okay, not too bad, not too bad. A lot of people like to eat this now. They swap it with fries. No? Sweet potatoes! Oh, there you go. Okay, so just put the joke aside. I have been racing since I was 7 years old. I started as a swimmer, and then I wouldn't say change, but I accidentally got into triathlon. Has anybody know what triathlon is? Yes? So what do we do?
Swim, bike, run.
Yeah. Swim, bike, run. Swim, bike, run. Yeah. So I occasionally run if I survive the swim and the bike. I survive sometimes I don't. So it's just a little bit of a history background about me. I started as a swimmer and then I became a triathlete. But I was better in triathlon than I was a swimmer. Oh my gosh. But when I was doing triathlons, a lot of people come to me and they were like, you're the chubby triathlete. The chubby triathlete. Oh, don't say that to a girl, right? Chubby triathlete. But as a swimmer, we are always a little bit more on the chubbier side. Swimmer. No? A little bit, just a little bit. So I had to change some things in my diet, in everything else, because as a runner, we all know this, Max knows this. If you run with your body heavier, you don't get to run as fast. So the lesser you weigh, you get to run faster, right? So I had to change so many things. I had nutritionists after nutritionists, and one day, magic happened. I met this Hungarian nutritionist in Institute of Sports. She came up to me and she said, "Can I do a test with you?" And I was like, "Oh, I've never actually." People normally just take blood tests, right, to change some things in your body. And I actually had to do a poop test. Poop test. The poop test is actually they will take your poop and then they will send it to a lab. It is what you don't digest that comes out, right? So I had to change some things, and she said, you don't have to change too many. You just have to be gluten-free. That's the biggest issue with you. So I was putting on weight because I was eating bread, cereal for breakfast, right? Normal. That's every Malaysian normal. Not other than nasi lemak, okay? We eat bread for breakfast, we eat cereal for breakfast. So I had to cut all that down. I couldn't, pasta as well, I would cut pasta because pasta is actually flour as well. So I had to cut all that down. The first week was hard. It was really hard. So what can I substitute that with? I can eat as much rice as I want. That's great. Malaysian? Yes? No? But after a while it gets, you're not very sure. So the other swap that I made was that I had potatoes for dinner sometimes. So that was a very big swap for me because after I did so much research, but then that was 10, 15 years ago. I'm not that old, huh? 10, 15 years ago. My gold medal I won in 2005. So at that time, we're still quite new to potatoes in Malaysia, right? But then my nutritionist gave me a bird's eye view of the nutritional facts in a potato, and I had that mostly for dinner because potato has one benefit that a lot of us are not, they don't really mention this. It's also an anti-inflammatory food. So as athletes, our body is constantly under stress, under environmental stress, traveling stress, training stress. We train 8 hours a day. Everybody sleep 8 hours a day, right? We train 8 hours a day. We go the other way around. We have to sleep a little bit more than 8 hours. So my husband knows I sleep a lot. Until now, I still do that. After 10, the body slows down a little bit. So yeah, I will switch some of my rice with potato because rice, not that I know of, but I don't think there's any anti-inflammatory benefits out of it. So I switched that. Yeah. So I'm going to just bring you to enjoy my journey with me. A normal training day. I will wake up, I'll have my coffee. We all love our coffee, right? Yes, coffee. Yeah. I don't eat before I train. Okay? So I go out in the morning, I wake up at 6, we train at 7, I'll go out for a bike ride, we eat on the bike. So what we eat is we eat gels. And that was 10 years ago. And bananas, because it's easy to digest. We don't bring a lot of natural whole foods with us, but we do gels and bananas, 5 to 6 bananas, that's a lot. Oh my gosh. How do I do that? It's because we train 3 to 4 hours on the bike, right? And then I'll come back home, we'll have lunch. That will be my first big meal of the day, which is rich in whole foods again. So because I had to cut down processed food, I was going gluten-free. And then in the evening, we will train either a swim or a run, because I had to do all 3 sports, all 3 swim, bike, run. So 2 to 3 hours in the evening, electrolytes, a lot of electrolyte drinks, and dinner will be potatoes, veggie. I will work around my meat source, because we all do this, we like to eat our meats. I wouldn't say that in Malaysia, but I go around the world, I travel a lot, so I'm just very lucky that I have a mom who's a nurse, and she will just go around with me and she will prepare my meals for me. So in that sense, my food is quite taken care of. So not everyone has that luxury, but I had that luxury as my mom being a nurse. And she retired early just to take care of my brother and I. My brother is a swimmer in Malaysia. So this is a typical day. That's my meal, pretty much. And we can eat whatever we want, because we put so much. We need to carbo load. Sometimes when we carbo load, we don't want to carbo load with weird stuff. Some people carbo load with pasta. A lot of pasta, I had to stop pasta, right? So I did rice and potatoes, and I can eat as much as I want. Yay, and not get fat. Because I fixed one thing. I was gluten-free. And my body reacts so well that I was lighter when I run. I had no skin problems after that. As a teenager, I had acne all over my face. After I stopped gluten, no breakouts. So those are the little tricks that you can do. We are not necessarily allergic to food. That's why I need my husband. But we all have a reaction to certain things. Even if it's a small reaction. Like some people, they're not allergic to prawns, but when they eat prawns, when they have 1 or 2 too many prawns at night, they will start to have some breakouts. And those are little body reactions. Okay, very good. Yes, I'm done here. I talk too much.
No, you're great. We want to listen to you. So this is many years ago, and what Kim was doing without realizing is, you see, there's actually not a lot of food for someone who trains that many hours a day. It's very little. So, but she managed to keep herself full That's why she keeps saying, I eat as much as I want. It's because she's eating stuff like potatoes, which actually keep you very, very full. You can eat a lot and satisfy, and there's also a decent amount of fiber inside as well. If she was doing things like pasta and cereals, it will overall reduce the amount of food volume that she can consume. Okay, then again, 10, 15 years ago, that's her story. There's a few more things I want to cover, so, but anyone got any questions? Who wants to eat like that? Who wants to train that much? Gosh, that's a lot of work. Okay, go next. Okay. So I don't know that that's kind of what like an athlete can pull off, but realistically for like you and I, if you want to go back home, if you want to start incorporating potatoes in your diet, how much should we eat generally? Okay, you're going to do a very simple way to do this. Next slide. So for men, typically you will eat more than women. That's how it should be, based on your size, typically, okay? So I want to draw your attention to the bottom part again. So you click the next slide. That's where the potatoes are going to fit into your diet. It's where you are consuming your carb-dense foods. For typical Malaysian diet, that's where your rice is going to be. Go, click next. Next again. So if you were to incorporate potatoes in your diet, click next again. Potatoes will take the place of the rice that you're eating. That's it. Okay, and you can get 2 cup handfuls. That's about 2 medium-sized potatoes that you can easily incorporate into the meal. Okay, for men and women, typically it's half of that. Go on to the next slide. Same thing. You've got your protein source in there, you've got your veggies, and then the potatoes will take the place of your carbs. Are they all not afraid to eat potatoes anymore? And who's hungry for potatoes? After looking at Sarah's slides, I was like, I think I know what we're going to have. I told her we're going to have potatoes for dinner. For real, you'll see the photo on my Instagram. That's pretty much what we wanted to say. If anything, we hope that we made you realize that potatoes are great. It's been an enemy for so long for a lot of people. And we meet these people on a daily basis, come to us, I want to lose weight, and this is, no, you can't. It's a much better option than so many healthy, supposed to be healthy things out there. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed that little session. We'll see you again later for the workout out there, okay? In the meantime, I'm going to pass the time back to Mark.